outside, you're just dealing with that wave, but it's having a ripple effect everywhere. Until you calm the whole body's water ripple effect, that ripple effect will still be there. So we need to get back to the system and say, hey, what's happening? Let's have a look. And then take more details and calm the system down. It's like when people get stomach problems, they can get very angry and they have lots of stomach problems. Yes, food will play a part, but why is it if Keba had this spicy dish one day and he's fine, and he had the same dish another time and he's not fine?
Not fine.
What was the difference? If it's exactly the same dish made by your wife with the same ingredients, the difference would have been, how did you feel that day?
So apart from the anatomical and physiological aspects of the human body, you also have to have a good knowledge of psychology, neurology, probably,
yes,
and all those things to really understand the generality of the human condition.
Absolutely, and I think that's how it should be, because it is looking at the psychology is so important. When people are depressed, in the West, for example, when we are depressed, and you have people on antidepressants, then the blood pressure is up, and you've got blood pressure up, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. What is the root of this? Why are you depressed? So we need to go to the root of something. Why? What's happened?
So are people really trained in this area? There are specific courses.
Yes, no. We have. It's an intensive course.
Curriculum.
Yeah, no. It's a degree course.
It's a degree course.
It's a degree course with the Centre of Homeopathic Education in the UK. We are the largest homeopathic institution. Not just the UK. We have a branch in New York, and we have a branch in Budapest. It's growing very big in the West now. In India, it's part of the whole national health system. In Cuba, it's very big in the Cuban research as well, and in homeopathy. So it's internationally, homeopathy is well known. In the UK, it's also well known. At the first UK, we had homeopathic hospitals, totally looking at holistic and alternative medicines. So it is well known. When people are unaware of it, then you go and talk. I mean, our theory is to make people aware, to make people understand there is not only one route to cure, there are many. Whichever route Allah gives you shifain, it's fair enough, but we must be aware that there are more than one. It is your choice, because we have been given choice, to which route we wish to take. But the choice is there, but it's making people aware, and actually it's empowering people's rights. It's empowering people to have the choice. There is more than one way of looking at your illness. And when you empower people, Kepa, it takes them to levels that they understand. They understand, why did I feel this? It puts them more in control of their feelings and their emotions.
Yeah, I could see that in your vision statement. Your foremost objective is the relief and prevention of diseases.
Yes. Again,
that preventive aspect of it
is so important.
How do you go about that?
I'll tell you how we go. Now, preventive aspects.
Advocacy, what does it entail?
Okay, preventive could be, like I said earlier, let's do a common example, the immune system. Now, if somebody is recurrent with fevers, is coming and going. Now, we don't want to just come and treat the fever. You want to treat behind, like we said earlier, the root cause.
Fever might be a symptom.
Symptoms, yes.
Okay.
But the root cause could be anything.
Anything.
But the body's reoccurring. It's continuous. We need to stop that continuation. One way of doing it would be to make the immune system stronger. So when he gets fever, he's fighting better. So in the long term, he's now getting less fevers because his immune system is stronger. He's able to deal with it better. So as what we've been seeing, I'll tell you an example in Gambia, when we've been going to villages, where we see lots of symptoms, a lot of sickness. And when we return to those villages, we see it's lovely to see the people's faces and the smiles when they are better, and since taking medicine, their symptoms have not returned. So that is key. So that even when the medicine's finished, mashallah, a lot of them have been okay. And they're very, very happy, and that's the root causes. That's preventative. So you're helping the whole system. So same even on the mental emotional level. If you're treating the depression or the grief, so they're no longer on that track of ever since that thing happened to me, I've been like this. You've treated that now. So they're no longer thinking like this, they're now on the other track. Their whole system is stronger.
Okay. Probably a victim of emotional shock or some kind of depressed person.
Yeah.
In dealing with such a condition, you would need the background history of
Yes.
the person. You need to profile that individual.
So
but where the information goes wrong, then the treatment goes wrong.
no, treatment does not go wrong. I'll tell you what happens. Say, for example,
Because you're dealing with natural...
we're doing natural medicines. Now, let's take a typical example. Say the translator got the information wrong. So Keba's trying to tell me his symptoms, but my translator didn't understand properly, so he's told me wrong information. So I said, okay, it's a kind of headache, it's to do with this, I've selected a medicine, I've given it to you. Even if it was wrongly translated, the medicines cannot harm you. If your body needed any of that medicine,
because
it
the
will
medicine
take it.
is not adulterated.
It's so dilute and so safe, it cannot harm you. Even if I wanted to harm you, I could not harm you. That's how safe it is. This is one of the reasons I went into homeopathy, is because the safety in pregnant women and newborn babies. Because I thought with women, there was no help when they're pregnant and they're sick, and they find it's very difficult to take drugs because it will harm the baby. Whereas with homeopathy, it is very safe for baby and for mother. That's how safe it is. So if, coming back to your question, if they got the information wrong or was misinterpreted, you didn't get medicine, it will either touch you or it won't touch you. And then you may come back and say, I've only a little bit better, I'm not that much better. Then I say, well, tell me more. And then the second time around, I might get the information correct. Then I say, I understand now. I will select a different remedy. So to that aspect, this is why we can have the confidence, inshallah, that we cannot harm. This is what's so wonderful about this way of treating. You're treating the people, but you cannot harm the people. You know, no matter what happens. Even if somebody, in the UK, I'll give you an example, we have kits, which people use from homeopathic kits for, you know, general first aid, for example. If a child went to the kit, mummy's not looking, took out a bottle of pills and ate it all, mummy might ring up, say, oh my God, you know, little one has taken all the medicine, what shall I do there? Say, don't worry. If the body needed something from that itself, it would take it. If not, nothing, no harm. That's how safe it is. And it's having that confidence that it is very safe. Can you move forth with it and help as many people as you can? Because, you know, it will either touch. So if it was wrongly diagnosed or wrongly interpreted, then they may not feel that much better. The next time, we'll check it again. Give me information again.
So you produce your own
Yes.
medicine and herbs independently?
We bring the medicines from the UK, from the homeopathic pharmacies from the UK.
Pharmacies in the UK.
We go to them, we approach them, because we don't have big sponsors behind us. We are all self-funded. It's a small team. We go to the homeopathic pharmacies and we ask them that we are going to Gambia and Africa. Can you help us? And Ainsworth is one of the UK pharmacies, and they say, okay, and we'll give them some of the top 50 remedies which we feel we use most in the Gambia, and they will donate it to us. So they will donate to us all the liquids, which then we've been bringing over. Inshallah, in the clinic in Mandua, then we will start stocking up the medicine.
Let's see, let me ask this personal question. Probably I got a cut on my leg or broken leg. I come to you, what will be your role in that? You'll not be dealing with it medically.
No, okay. So, for example, you've got a cut on your leg and it's still raw, or it's still, you know, it's bleeding. We have remedies. For example, there's a remedy called Hypercal, which is made from herbs, which helps heal wounds very quickly. So, if it was bleeding, you would clean it, bandage it. So, you need to clean. So, first aid is important. So, you need to be able to clean the wound, check the wound, and if it doesn't need any stitches or anything, then we spray some Hypercal liquid. We give internal medicines, and we've seen from experience how quickly a wound can get healed. I mean, in the Gambia, mashallah, because sometimes we've gone in the North Bank. I've been to Adara in the North Bank with a lot of the boys. Just a few years ago, a lot of the boys had a lot of leg wounds, and from the sticks, and we saw so many leg wounds there. So we treated all the leg wounds, and I left, I think Amadou, he was the guy there, this spray, and I said to him, when you see the boys with wounds, use this. I teach him how to clean and use wounds. When I came back, he said, that stuff you left, he said, it was very good. He said, when it finished, they thought I was hiding it. They went and emptied his house out, his compound out, looking for it. They thought he was hiding it for himself. And he said it's like gold dust. It healed wounds so quickly, he didn't need to take any further. So that was wounds, you know, and I can give you many examples, mashallah. In one village, like I said earlier, one woman had leg infection, continuous. And for years,